When I was growing up, I had a friend named Heather, and we lived in the same neighborhood. We were in Girl Scouts together, we were in school together, we were in the same sports together, and we just did a lot of things together. We were pretty good amigas. And I just remember that we would just do a lot of things together. And I remember one day asking my parents if Heather went to church. And they were like, well, Jen, they go to church on occasion. And I was kind of confused by that because we would go to church every weekend. We would go to church during the week because I had group, and so did my sister and my parents. And so we would just always be at church. And so I just remember asking Heather one day if she can go to church with me. And that was starting off into a youth group and then going on a weekend. And then it just went from there. And then it went to the point where she went to camp. And it was just really awesome. I had my friend at camp. She had a really good time. And then, yeah, she just came to church with me. And that was really fun. But I want to ask the question, how many of us, how many of you have a Heather in your life? Meaning, like, how many of you have somebody in your life that it is hard, or you know somebody that you need to ask to come to church with you, or to join you online right now, or to even tell the story of Jesus, to share your faith with them? How many of you have somebody that you're thinking of right now that you need to share your story with? You see, we can so easily walk away from uncomfortable situations and hope that somebody will talk to that person. You see that person and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk to them right now. And then you get uncomfortable and then you're like, ugh. And then you hope that the next person that goes up to them will share their story and invite them to church. But what if you're the only one that they have to invite them to church or to share the story of Jesus? Who knows? We don't know their story. You might not know their story. But what if you are the only person? Think of it. Because we are so easy to walk away from uncomfortable situations and hope that the next person has the same idea and just takes care of that situation for you. But that's not what Jesus wants us to do, is it? He wants us to go after that one, just like he would go after us if we were that one person. Just like the shepherd went after that one and left the 99 behind just to go find that one. Though he had 99, he still went after that one. Who is your one? Heather was my one. Heather was my one, and I want to know, who is your one? Think about it. Take a second. Who is your one? Because after I asked Heather, she continued going to church with me. She continued to grow in her faith. And then her family found a church closer to her home. And then they ended up going to church every weekend and attended their own youth group and did their own thing. And it was so amazing to see that just one little step, one little action of sharing the story of Jesus and praying that to give you the courage to actually go and invite them to church and to share that story of Jesus can make such a huge difference and an impact in somebody else's life. So who is your one? Pray about that. So your application today is to get with your Trinity group. And on all your social media platforms, if that's TikTok, if that's Snapchat, if that's Instagram or Facebook, whichever platform that you use, we all have friends on there that we either don't really know at all, that we are like really good friends with, but we know that we should ask them, but we never really given that thought and given it an idea to even tell them about Jesus, or to invite them to church, or to even ask them to join our online services, or to join a Trinity group. Scroll through your friends list on any of your social media platform and pray for that one. Scroll through them and find that person that you believe that you need to really talk to and connect with. Spend 12 minutes with your Trinity group during this time praying for those people, and then spend 3 minutes listening together for what God might have you do. So take time with your Trinity group, go through the discussion questions, and do the application, guys. I miss you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And yeah, just think about who is that one. Bye.